What a shame for Pakistan. On a night where pride was on the line, Afghanistan showed exactly why so many are calling them the second-best team in Asia. Not with empty talk, but with ruthless cricket, cool heads with a bat, and a spin attack that turned Sharjah into their fortress. Afghanistan were in early trouble at 18-1, but then came that monumental 113-run stand between Ibrahim Zadran and young Zadran and Atal. Both batted with a calm defiance, Atal striking 64, Zadran making 65, and together they carried Afghanistan to 169. Pakistan thought they had a grip on the innings thanks to Fahim Ashraf, who bowled superbly, taking 4 for 27 and cutting through the middle order when no one else could. But in the end, the total was just enough. Because this wasn't about Afghanistan's batting. This was about their spinners, the men who turned dew into dust. Fazal Farooqi set the tone with 2 quick wickets, and then the trio of Rashid Khan, Muhammad Nabi, and Noor Ahmad unleashed a spin storm. Pakistan collapsed like a sandcastle in the tide. Fakhar Zaman threw his wicket away. Salman Agha was run out by brilliance in the field. And Noor Ahmad, benched for the first 2 games, struck first ball to remove Hassan Nawaz. From 62 for 3, Pakistan crumbled to 82 for 6. 7 wickets fell for just 49 runs. The once confident batting order had no answers, no counter. The scoreline of 151 for 9 was saved only by Haris Rauf, who blasted a late 34 not out to add some respectability. But let's be real, Afghanistan had already crushed the Spirit. This was not a close fight. This was domination. In the end, Pakistan fell short, beaten by 18 runs. A result that underlined Afghanistan's rise and Pakistan's growing struggles. Afghanistan remind the world they are no longer underdogs. They brushed Pakistan aside with authority. But that wasn't the only shock in world cricket. Because over in England, another collapse stole the headlines. Let's talk about South Africa versus England, and the thrashing that unfolded in the first ODI. England, the world champions, looked tired, reckless, and completely out of rhythm. They were bundled out for just 131 runs in 24.3 overs, their 4th lowest ODI total against South Africa. Jamie Smith's 54 was the lone resistance, but around him, wickets fell like dominoes. The destroyers-in-chief? Keshav Maharaj, the world's #1 ODI bowler, spun webs with 4 for 22. Aiden Mulder backed him with 3 for 33. Together they ripped through England's middle order, forcing error after error. At one point, England lost 7 wickets for 29 runs in just 43 balls, a collapse so brutal it looked more like club cricket than international level. And then came the chase. Aiden Markram played like a man possessed. He smashed the fastest 50 ever by a South African opener in ODIs, just 23 balls. He tore into England's debutant Sonny Baker, whose figures, 7 overs for 76 runs, became the most expensive debut spell in England's history. Markram's 86 from 55 balls, with boundaries raining everywhere, made the chase look like a training session. By the time South Africa reached 121 for the opening stand, the game was dead and buried. England had no fight, no answers, and no excuses. In just 272 balls, the entire match was done and dusted, a humiliation that left fans questioning whether this was really the same team preparing for the next World Cup. South Africa, meanwhile, looked fearless, clinical, and utterly ruthless. 2 matches. 2 statements. Afghanistan proving they are Asia's giants in waiting. South Africa crushing England with ruthless intent. Cricket right now is showing us, reputations mean nothing, performance means everything. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the Daily Over, and tap the bell icon.